Hello, everyone.
Hi.
It is week 10 of the Commissioner's Corner. You're coming to you shooting from a different angle of the recently violated Studio A. Although technically Studio A was not recently violated. My house was broken into last night. Not a good time. But still have my tablet, one of them anyway. Still got my old pal Richard.
Yeah.
And we're in decent spirits. Who's not in decent spirits this week? There's a few teams. There's a little bit of a shake-up. Did you notice this?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't notice it, did you?
No, I didn't.
All right. Well,
I was trick-or-treating.
Halloween weekend was this week, and it was a truly devilish of some of these teams to do what they did to the other ones. We'll find out what happened. We may have a new number one team. We'll find out as we get it going.
I tripped on a cloud and fell 8 miles high. I tore my mind on a jagged sky. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in.
What condition my condition was in.
Yes, indeed. What condition my conditions are in. My conditions aren't doing so bad.
That's a lot of conditions.
There's a lot of conditions. Some of the people's conditions, though, not so good. They find themselves in not exactly panic mode, but very close. So with that, we're going to try to keep this one somewhat short because we have a lot of stuff to go over. I ain't messing around today. We're going straight to the top 10. A lot of newcomers, okay? A lot of some familiar faces. Okay, here we go. Ready for this?
Ready.
Number 10, the Riverside Raging Rancors. Okay, whatever. I'm just going to blaze through.
Way to go, Craig.
Yeah, way to go. Number 9, the Tecumseh Football Titans.
Way to go, Rod.
Good pick on that Living with Jigsaw video. Number 8, for the first time ever in the top 10, we have one of last year's top teams, Sioux Girls, 1 cup.
Tony's back.
He is 5-3-1 with a 3-1-1 record, 545 points. Number 7, finally, after weeks and weeks and weeks of just knocking on the doorstep. You don't knock on the doorstep, do you? Do you?
Not a doorstep, but a door.
You knock on a door, or you break in through a window. William Shatner face, finally in the top 10. What do you think about that? We're going to pause right there. William Shatner face giving the Prez name a good vibe.
You must be crazy to think that William Shatner face will continue all of this greatness.
I would agree, because in week 12 he plays me.
Ooh.
Number 6, someone who is, he lost this week unfortunately, but Derp. Team Derp, stupidest team name in the league.
Yeah, I've been wondering that.
I don't really have. He's 5-4. He slipped a little bit, 3-2 in division, but he scored 635 points, only 15 points behind the leader. So Derp's sitting all right, even if he doesn't make it by record. Number 5. Who do you think number 5 is? There's some top teams that have not been mentioned yet.
The Rock Chucks.
The Rock Chucks have fallen completely out of the top 10. They're on a 2-game losing streak. New Orleans, what happened? He wants to be our stat boy, by the way.
Awesome.
The Dublin Drunks went from undefeated 3 weeks ago to now 7-2, 4-2 conference record, 555 points. So he's number 5. Number 4. Number 4, here we go. You know who it is? Probably not. The Kandarian Demon Moose. 7-2. This is the first time. This is only the second time being in the top 10 for them, actually, because they kept being on the threshold, much like your Mexican brother. The Kandarian Demon Moose, 7-2 with a 4-1 conference record. They've only scored 535 points, though, which is actually the second lowest on this entire top 10 list.
Got a question for you.
Yeah.
If I'm Mexican, wouldn't I have a Mexican brother?
Maybe.
Okay.
Well, one of your brothers is a Mexican.
Looks it.
He does look it. I will agree there. So good job, Matt Francisco. He dominates trivia, and he's dominating this league, although he's not dominating too much because he's actually 7-2. He's in second place in his conference. Ain't that some shit?
Pretty sad.
Number 3, TDs and beer. Boo. He has fallen 2 spots. I believe he may. No, he lost this week. I don't think he lost 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. It seems like so long ago. Shit's just been crazy lately. So yeah, 2.
I'm just looking over
What are you doing over here? Yeah,
looking over your shoulder.
The world's dimmest screen. TVs and beer, they're now 6-3, but they're 4-2 in conference, so that's kind of terrible for them. Number 2. Well, actually, we're gonna skip right to the number 1 spot. Ready? Do a little drum roll. You can get your hands out there. I know it's cold. The new number 1 team in the nation is. You gotta know when to hold them.
Kenny Rogers?
Know when to fold them. Kenny Rogers, the gambler, now number 1 in the nation. 7-2. They are 5-0 in conference, which is enormous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's big. That's big news right there because you can even lose a couple, and there's our.
Well, not really, because Candere and Demon Moose are in that same conference, so they're 7-2, but they're 4-2 in conference. So, or 4-1 in conference. Sorry. So, yes, he could lose some conference games, but the problem is, with Candere and Demon Moose keeps winning, he's going to lose conference. So yeah, that means number 2 is now you see me, now you don't. Time out right here, okay? Have you been paying attention to this stuff? I know you're out trick-or-treating and stuff, which I was also, but somehow still managed to set a lineup.
I did.
More on that later. Have you been paying attention to Now You See Me, Now You Don't? Do you know who they are?
I don't know who that is.
That's Ryan Frazier's team. They're 5-0 in conference also, by the way. And they are also 7-2. The reason they're not number 1 is because they've scored 16 points fewer than the Gambler there. Speaking of scoring few points, however, check it out. You don't... You know, I'm a big stat nerd. I'm a big nerd, period. You, maybe not. So check it out. This week, Frazier's team scored how many points?
45.
39 and 1. And last week he scored how many points?
37.
44 and 1. So if you combine those two scores, that's like not even as much 2 weeks in a row as some people scored this week. So I told him to go out and buy a lottery ticket. I'm not sure he's going to take my advice. But yeah, 39 points and 44 points back-to-back weeks and 1, which is why he's not the number 1 seed. The voters aren't favorable to shitty performances like that. The Gambler, on the other hand, the Gambler out of nowhere, man. He's not a preseason favorite at all, but now number 1 team in the nation. So great job there. All right, so now it's time to go to everyone's favorite segment, especially yours.
I love it.
I know you do. Icona Pop right here. Okay, so we're going to go inside the numbers.
With the real Jim Seagraves.
Yeah, oh yeah, with the real Jim Seagraves. No fake imitation shit. Here we go.
Oh, man.
It's like the 3rd time I've dropped the S-bomb here. Normally this is a family-friendly show. Not today. Anyway, so inside the numbers, we're gonna start with the number 10. You know what it is?
The number of people in the top 10 this week.
Excellent answer. Damn, you're good. To quote Eric. By the way, speaking of, I'll finish that later. Number 10 is the number of teams who did not submit a lineup for week 9, including 2 of which were yours, by the way. One was also my wife. She probably did better not submitting a lineup, honestly. So, it was Halloween night. There's a lot of trick-or-treating going on, but, you know. So, 10 teams did not submit a lineup, and I believe 2 of those teams are now officially blacklisted from the league, from the playoffs. Not yours, no. Number 3. Okay, the next number is 3.
It's my answer.
Are we playing Mutant League football?
I don't know.
What is that? Come on, you gotta come up with something.
3.
I can talk to myself.
3 holes in a bowling ball. I'm getting them all right.
Jesus, you're an idiot. Okay, 3 is actually the number of weeks Aaron Rodgers is expected to miss with a collarbone injury.
It was 4, I thought.
At least 3
That's
weeks.
what threw me off.
At least 3 weeks. It said at least 3 weeks. But 3 is what they're saying. Now, he was supposed to get a discount double check second opinion.
No.
But,
Yeah.
as of right now, 3 weeks, which of course would mean what?
Rodgers, you're not playing football.
Yeah, well, he would not be playing football. By the way, did you see my post on the Facebook thing?
I
Okay.
don't get on Facebook.
So, for those of you who don't pay attention on Facebook, let me tell you if you think this would be awesome. We're at my son's Halloween parade, right? And there's a kid dressed up as Aaron Rodgers, right? And so this guy yells out, "Hey, Rodgers!" He turns around, he's like, "Discount double check!" And the kid laughs his ass off, right? The guy's wife face palms and says, and then Cassandra looks at me and is like, "I'm so embarrassed right now." Guess who that guy was? It was me, baby! I thought it was legendary. The kid thought it was funny. I'll be an idiot at my own expense to make kids laugh. Anyway, 3 is the number of weeks he'll be out, and that also means that there are 3 weeks left in the regular season, which segues directly into number 48. What does number 48 mean?
Ooh, you're on teams that haven't used him yet. Got one.
He actually got one legitimately. Give this boy a potty pop. Here we go. It's number of teams who have not used Aaron Rodgers this year and probably will not be able to use them now, period, because most of those teams aren't making the playoffs. Number 8. The number is 8.
No, the number is 8.
Ron is calling. Ron is calling. Ron, you're getting declined.
You know, I actually should have just taken that phone call. That would be pretty good, I guess.
Okay, number 8. Call Ron back. No. The number is 8. What are you looking at my screen?
Because I'm trying to cheat. 8. 8. 8. That's a tough one. I have no clue. They're so off the wall.
I'm going to have to hire Ryan Knight back as a guest host.
Ryan Knight is way better at inside the numbers.
Yeah, he is.
Although my answer's always right, but...
Number 8, come on, give me something.
8. 8. 8.
I'm trying to keep this short.
The number of people that played Nick Foles this week.
No, 0 teams started Nick Foles this week, even though he should have. He almost had 8 touchdowns. Actually, not far off. No team started Andy Dalton this week in this massive turd of a 6-point performance. So, yes, including Frazier, which is why he helped to attribute to the staggering 39-point scored. All right, the next number is 29. 29, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a tough one.
Are you fondling yourself down there?
Maybe.
What's going on? You playing a little pocket pool? Winter style?
29 is the number
You should know
of
this one.
teams.
You should know this one. Directly.
Directly?
Directly, you should know this one.
Directly, I should.
Directly.
Oh, man. No, there's pressure on me.
Yep.
The number of teams that are already eliminated from the playoffs.
No teams are eliminated from playoffs except for like 3 from the blacklist. No, the correct answer is the number of fantasy points that Andre Johnson scored.
Oh, yeah.
And you should know this. Why?
Because he beat me.
Not only did he beat you once, he beat you twice. Both of the teams you were playing had Andre Johnson, and I know this, which is kind of hilarious, I think, including one of them, which was me. So, okay. And then the final number for Inside the Numbers is 46.
46.
46, yep. 46. Have any idea?
Oh, it's going to be a player that either has to be used or not be used.
Maybe.
By the amount of teams that are available.
Not always. Dead air, man. I have to edit all these out because you take 30 seconds.
Because it's 46.
Okay, I'm going with it. As the number of points per game that TDs and Beer would have to score at this point to beat the all-time record for most points in a season, 786.
Who has that record? Is that Colin?
Colin Cote, winner of the Wilt Chamberlain Award last year. Who will do it this year? We don't know. We'll get to the points here in a second. So, we're going to cut right to the next segment, which is the playoff watch, which is something we have to do these final few weeks, okay? So, much like last week, did you watch last week's podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay, good. So, much like last week, we're going to go through the seeds, where you stand right now. Okay, number 1 seed, you know who it is? For once, my formula actually gets it 100% right.
Oh, the gambler.
The gambler, yes. The gambler, number 1 seed, because he's 7-2, 5-0 conference record, 550 points. Number 2 seed, do you know who it'd be?
The Demon Moose.
No. Now you see me, now you don't. Also, number 2 in the nation. Shit, my formula is genius. I feel like, I don't know, some mad scientist. I can't think of a good one. So, 7-2, 5-0, 534 points. Okay, so those two would have a bye if the season were to end today. Number 3 seed, Dublin Drunks, they're 7-2, but their conference record, garbage. They've actually lost 2 conference games. The number 4 seed, believe it or not, would be your brother, William Shatnerface, if the season were to end today, but the season not ending today, I still play him in week 12, so I will beat him, hopefully. Number 5 seed, everyone's favorite, Luke the Fluke, TDs and Beer, who lost this week, and also all the teams that were in his conference lost, basically. What did we got to say? Look like you're going to say
He's probably only got like Case Keenum left and like people
Case
like
Keenum, yeah. Or Seneca Wallace.
Seneca Wallace.
Number 6. Okay, so number 6 would be the final division winner here. That would be Troy pulling out on you. And the reason he'd get the number 6 seed, even though there are 2 other teams that are tied with him, he actually has beaten both of those teams.
So he owns the tiebreaker.
So he owns the tiebreaker, and on top of that, 3 teams are 6-3 in that conference. I forget which conference it is.
Same divisional record.
And they have the same divisional record. But Troy pulling out on you has beaten not 1 but 2 of those teams.
Game up.
So those are the 6 division or conference winners. Seed 7 will go to, of course,
me.
No.
Oh.
Don't you pay attention to anything I say. Who has the best record? Who has one of the best records, but they're not even winning the conference? It's just said 30 minutes, not even 10 seconds ago.
That was a long time
10
ago.
minutes ago. I don't know. I haven't even had my second coffee.
Nasty Nutria.
God, you're an idiot. All right, actually, the Kandarian Demon Moose, who are 7-2, but not winning the conference. You said for the 3 seed. The number 8 seed. Who's this right here? Who is that? Can you read that? Who's the number 8 seed?
Vic in a box?
No, that's the 9 seed.
I can't say that name.
Providence Power. That's all I'm
what
saying. 6-3, 4-2. 9 seed would be Vic in the box. 6-3, 3-2. 10 seed would be Tecumseh Titans. 6-3, 3-2.
So you mean you got a shot to possibly win it like I did last year?
Okay. So now the point seeds. Number 11 seed would go to currently Derp, who has 635 points, who also has a legitimate shot at beating that record, but he's not first in points.
Is there anybody even close to him, really? Nah, I can't, man. Too close.
No, TD's beer has 650.
Yeah, but
Derp has 635. Now, here's the crazy one, okay?
Woo!
The 12th seed, name literally has not been mentioned one time during any Commissioner's Corner, and that's old Johnny Football, Manziel's Visors, out of nowhere, has 591 points.
Wow.
If Caesar win today, he'd be in the playoffs, so that's pretty crazy. What do you think of that? Any surprises there besides Manziel?
Just me not being in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's only a surprise.
So, we're going to wrap it up here with what to watch in week 10,
Okay.
all right? Break it down conference by conference. First of all, in the Ron Burgundy Conference, not a lot of stuff going on. The Gambler, who is currently number 1 in the nation, faces off against the Wyans, who is 2-7. Whatever. It's kind of useless. Will not be much CTV there. And the Kandarian Demon Moose, who is also 7-2, will be playing Ypsilanti Pipsqueaks 3-6. Although they did win last week, and they scored 82 points the week before, but lost. So ever since Cale Seagraves got involved,
didn't he lose to me when he scored 82? I think he did.
I think I thought he lost to Jen's Mix.
He might have.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. So 2 games where the top teams are playing kind of the bottom feeders. The Kirk Lazarus Conference. Here we go. You ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
This is where it gets nuts.
Ready.
Troy pulling out on you. Currently winning the division. 6-3. Facing the Tecumseh Football Titans. 6-3. So, yeah. If Troy pulling out on you wins that one, he will actually own the conference thing on all 3 contenders. So, big game for you, Troy. Rod White, you got to win.
All you do is win. All you do is win.
Okay, the Double Blumpkins 5-3-1. They will be facing off against the Kazoo Crazies 5-4. Not quite top tier teams, but they're in the middle. And if they make the run right, they could do it. When they're playing records so close, they're pretty noteworthy games. All right. Going down to the Spicoli Conference, number 2 nation in the nation. Now you see me, now you don't. Taking on against the Squadrels, who lost last week, which is pretty tough.
Square always loses, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, he's 5-4 this year. He lost to the Potterville Pussycats, who will now, or being at 6-3, will be playing Magic Mike Plate, who is 3-6. So, you know, some lopsided games there. The Squadrels, though, they might bring the guns against Frazier. That's what I'm worried about.
The guns.
Yeah, get the guns. And then in the Jeff Lebowski Conference, this is one where Jeff's kind of running away with it. The Dublin Drunks are playing Brandon Roy's Knees.
So you're telling me Jeff's in the Jeff Lebowski division?
Yeah, he is. Coincidence? Well, there's a Jeff Spicoli division, too, so...
There's a lot of Jeff Lebowski.
7-2 Dublin Drunks versus the 3-6 Brandon Roy's Knees. The closest team to Jeff is Nancy Nutria. There you go. There's your reference. 5-3-1 versus It's On Like a Domicon. Neither of these jokers submitted lineups last week, so who knows how the randomizer will go. And then we get to, without question, the hottest contested conference in the nation, the Brody Bruce Conference. We have William Shatner face at 6-3, squaring off against the Tallywhackers at 5-4. They haven't been mentioned since Miley Cyrus broke through in week 3 and crushed everyone. But the Tallywhackers quietly winning games. If they win, they'll be both at 6-4 and they'll have the tiebreaker, so who knows, right?
Yeah.
And then the Providence Power 6-3 versus the Carp Carnival King 6-3. Huge game.
You know what? I'm not much of a prediction guy, but I'm going to predict you lose this week.
I'm going to predict I should punch you in the mouth right now. I'll give you a mouth shot. Is this No Shave November or what? Because you look like...
Fear the beard.
You look like a mutant mouse.
Fear the beard.
Okay, fear the beard. I do. And next up, finally, we have... and this is a huge game, because this is actually an out-of-conference game. New Orleans Rock Chucks squaring up, who's 5-4, riding a 2-game losing streak, going up against old Luke Manning, or not Luke Manning, Luke Miller is his name.
One of the Manning brothers?
Yeah, Luke Manning is another person. Luke Miller, 6-3, non-conference game, however. So this is Luke's toughest challenge yet, so we'll see what happens. Derek Zoolander Conference, which is Luke's conference, actually. Somerset Slammers are 5-4. They're going against Saucy Dog, 2-7. Should be a win for them. J.C. Penney, 5-4 versus the Dirty Mark Sanchez, a.k.a. the Stephen Ridley lineup, who automatically gets started every week. 4-5.
Happen again this week?
Happened again this week, yeah. Something's wrong with that guy. I don't know. So, yeah. I have a hard enough time getting you over here every Tuesday, or every other Tuesday.
I work,
I understand
man.
you work, but we're thinking about, I put a poll up about potentially doing Sunday morning podcasts, talking about the lineups that are in, too. Now, of course, you won't be there, but People, let me know if you want to do this. It looks like it's 5 votes yes. One person said they can't take any more of me, so that was probably you.
That's 2 more votes than last week.
Yeah, I know, right? You fag. All right. So, yeah, that's it, man. Anything to add? You just sat there and basically provided very little commentary.
You need to check out my brother's Halloween costume. It was done in, I would say, decent taste. It wasn't too bad, was it?
No, it was excellent.
I thought so too. Yeah, it's a great reenactment of Inside the Numbers here. You should watch it. It's pretty good.
Yep. Some people join the Facebook group just to watch that video, actually. But I'm going to put it up here. And there'll be a link on the message board. I might even filter it and put them both side by side this week. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Anything else that I want to talk about? Playoff seeds are getting a little bit closer, and we'll break that down a lot.
3 more weeks.
3 more weeks, yeah. Aaron Rodgers will be back by then. So, and then at some point we'll talk about what people win. We still haven't finalized that. So, but it's going to be a ton of money. Big money! Big prizes! You know what video game that's from? What?
Oh, man. Give me a second, dude. It's right.
This isn't even inside the numbers and he messes up.
It's right on Smash TV.
Yay! We got one. Alright, Rob. Richard, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, yeah.
We'll shave that.
No way, dude. This is how us beer guys do it.